Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision.
Hi, everybody. It's Sunny and Char. It's mostly sunny today, and it's sunny outside. It is March 19th, 2021. How are you doing? Spring is here. Hooray! Or almost. So it's been a crazy winter for so many people, but I feel hope on the horizon. So you know what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about how do you think life will be post-pandemic, how our lives will be, how the world will be, and when do you think it's going to happen? So I think we should take some phone calls. But Tony, first, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Char. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really, really good. Is it sunny in LA?
The last time I checked, it was. I don't know. I haven't been outside since noon, so.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it was a nice day.
You're in those studios all day long.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm so excited because I'm coming into studio next week.
Woohoo! I
haven't seen you in a year. How long has it been?
It's been a year. It's crazy.
Oh.
And I get some Sunny licks, so that's.
Oh my God, Sunny's gonna be so excited to see
Sunny! Look at that tongue. Look at it.
As soon as he hears Tony's voice, he comes to my lap and wants to come on the computer. He knows it's his job to be on CharVision.
Well, he is so cute.
Yeah, he's a good boy. So, what's going on with you? Anything new?
Nothing new. Just did my show a little bit ago, and then, like I said, I've been excited to get your show going and get some questions from these people.
Oh, okay.
Well, not really questions, I guess.
We're not very chat. Oop, there goes Sunny. He just jumped down.
He's done.
Okay, are there any people calling about how they feel post-pandemic will be?
They're starting to pop in, and there's a few that are, talking about after the pandemic. So
let's hear.
Okie doke.
Afterlife.
Let's see. I think Darcy. So let's check.
Okay.
From a 248, Darcy. I think you're on with Char. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, Darcy.
How are you? How are you, sweet Char? As you know, my dad died from COVID, so I love the topic of talking about after the pandemic.
Oh my goodness. Wait a second. Darcy, did I read for you?
Yes, me and my mom, Fern.
Okay. Oh, Fern. Oh, Darcy.
Right. Yes.
Oh,
Hi, babe.
Hi.
When I saw this topic, I was like, yes, we have to discuss this.
Yeah, I would love to hear. I mean, I'm so sorry about your dad's death. I picked up on him, right?
Of course.
Right. And oh my goodness. And I remember he was.
You know, Char.
What?
Yeah, tell me. What do you remember?
I remember he was in a good place on the other side, and he was happy. And
oh yes, he was happy. We're still struggling, but the world. You said it. The world goes on, so you have to go along with it, right?
Yeah, but it's never the same. They talk about
never.
There's an empty seat at the table.
That's exactly right. Right. And it's hard to see people kind of getting on with life when it doesn't quite feel like it's safe enough yet.
Right. And too many people are acting like it's not a problem anymore, and it still is.
Right. It's
And
just
even
pretend.
though,
It's just pretend.
but even though, a lot of people are getting the vaccination, they still
Right.
don't really know if those people will be contagious or not, and also
Right. And
the
so I'm vaccinated, but what if I bring it home to my kids? I don't want to do that either.
right. And what if the vaccination well, who knows? Who knows? So
Right. Because we don't know. What if it's a yearly vaccination? We don't know yet.
yeah, and well, when they say they're practicing medicine, they're really practicing on all of us. How's your mom?
They are absolutely practicing. That's very fun. It's true. And so these restaurants, like here in Michigan. Oh, what's that?
How's your mom?
Char, she was really, doing okay. She'll never be okay. But she went to Florida yesterday, and I don't know, it was her first trip ever without him. So it was hard. It was hard to unpack without him. It was hard she went with her cousin, but it was hard to travel without him. Just all the things that she's used to him doing all of these things for her. And it was hard. So,
Send her my love. How long? I've known your mom for what, 30 years? How long?
At least. Oh, yes. Oh,
40.
yes. Oh, yes.
Maybe 40.
Because I think 40, because my brother's been gone probably 45 years, and she talked to you then.
Well, then I've probably known her
for when he did.
years.
Yeah.
Oh,
she loves you so much.
Oh, well, I love her, and I love you too.
You too. I know.
I'm grateful that your family trusts me. It's just,
it's so hard.
So hard. It's so hard. I always
we believe he's good, but he came to visit her a couple times, which was great, but it's never, you never get to have a real conversation with him and say, hey, you're doing okay? Okay, what should we do?
Well, he might come in a dream to you, or he might come in a dream to her that's very real.
Yeah, no, he really does visit her. He's come to her 3 times now, like for real.
Yeah, I believe that.
He's come and visited her. And it's wonderful because, it's not the same as when you see it, is more often, I should say.
Well, what about your kids? Do they believe in a life after a spirit world?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And my son with autism, we know he's been talking to him, and it's really funny because he'll start talking. He'll say hey, buddy, or hey, Papa, things that my dad would say to him. And he's not that verbal. So it's very funny. We can tell when he's talking to my dad.
That's so special. Oh my God, that's so special.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah. And
so everyone just misses him, and it's hard.
Yeah. Especially for your mom.
I know. And she, she's rocking this last chapter, however long it is. But, they deserved to be together for longer. They were soulmates, madly in love.
Well,
and he was healthy. That's the thing.
Do you know how we got COVID?
Yeah, he got it from a friend of mine. He bought an investment property, and he went to visit. And she had a friend of hers there painting with her, and the friend took her mask down. My dad had his mask on. And the friend took her mask down, and she didn't know that her neighbor had lied to her. He was an older man, and he had gone bowling. And the bowling alley had a big outbreak, and so she was positive and didn't know. And she was just talking to my dad outside with a mask on, but she gave it to him that way. So maybe through a droplet in his eye, they're not sure. What is it?
Yeah, it's really important to cover the eyes. But
yes.
Darcy, you're right. People are very optimistic right now, and I'm optimistic that it will be better. But there's a surge right now.
Absolutely.
You're in Michigan.
And it's crazy here. It's crazy.
What didn't they say, 60% or something?
And then what happened is they opened all the schools, and now they've had to close a lot of them because the numbers are so high, and they're opening more on Monday. But the numbers are crazy. The restaurants are supposed to be 50% capacity, but they're not. They're over 100. They're packed. Well, if you're on top of people, you're for sure going to spread it if you have it. It's just a little bit careless around here.
It sounds like it. But I have to say, we have amazing restaurants in Michigan.
We do. We
have the
really have
best
a lot of
food.
good food. And
We have
people are getting antsy, and I get it. They want to eat the good food.
Right, and people want to be waited on. But you know what? I just as soon carry it out. But
Right, just wait a little longer.
my next door neighbors got COVID
Mhm.
in California,
Oy.
and
Okay.
I got them this formula with a nebulizer that my doctors have been prescribing for people, and he really feels like it saved his life. And
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
but here's the deal. Like, even now when I see them, Sonny loves them, the dog, and
Uh-huh.
they go, no, 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 we're not going to pet him. And I said, why? It's okay. You can pet him. And they go, we don't know how we got it. They don't know if they got it.
True.
They did carry out a lot. They did like,
Like
like
groceries.
Carl's Jr. burgers or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
Sure.
it could be on the paper bag.
It could. It really could. I mean, you don't know.
One
lady, do you remember reading that lady got it from the mail carrier? An older woman, and she died.
Oh, geez.
She got it when the mail carrier hands her mail, and the mail carrier had it.
Wow.
So you really don't know.
But
but Sonny doesn't have it.
No, Sonny's good. Did your mom drive to Florida, or did she fly?
So my mom still has antibodies because she did have COVID when my dad had it, but she was totally fine.
Right.
So my mom still has antibodies, and she's vaccinated. So we felt good about her flying. We want to we want a happy medium. We want her to be safe, as safe as she can, and still be happy.
And
because for her to just, and so we are way more careful than we want. Like, she'll go out to eat inside a restaurant during a downtime. We're not there yet. We're maybe going to eat outside, maybe.
Yeah, I would not go.
But for her, she has to go. For her, she's vaccinated. She'll go like at 10 o'clock. No one's there. She'll be the only one inside.
Right. Better be safe than sorry.
So she'll do that. She's very careful. Yes. Or they go at 4:30. No, they're the only ones in the place.
So did you not have a funeral? Were you not able to mourn him? I mean,
we had about 20 people outside at the cemetery, but if it were a real funeral, it would have been standing room only 2 miles out, because my dad was so special.
I was going to say your family is very loved in Michigan. I know that. My sisters.
Oh, yes, thank you.
My sisters
are
your mom.
Yes, so, my mom and your sister are definitely friends. I know, and they've been great. It's wild, but people have really been so supportive. People are amazing during this time. We see a lot of ugly during COVID, for sure. People that are selfish, they wear their mask under their nose on purpose. But then you see these beautiful displays. Oh my gosh, people just come out and make sure everyone's okay, and that's beautiful too.
Yeah.
We're really looking for the good right now. Yesterday we had 16 bears made out of my dad's shirts, and they're so beautiful.
16,
and we're just looking for the
16 what?
So they're teddy bears, and they're beautiful. They're made out of my dad's beautiful shirts. A local woman made them, and she's so special. Oh. And so we'll give them to all the grandkids and all of us. And today I sprayed them with my dad's cologne.
What a beautiful gesture!
They're so beautiful. You'll look on my Facebook. You'll see all the pictures. They're amazing.
Okay.
So we're just trying. We're just trying to find our way.
Yeah. Well, Darcy, I'm so happy you called. It means so much to me.
We love listening to you. Yes.
Thank you. I do get homesick from Michigan, and I'm go there. I'm hoping to go there this summer if all is well.
Yes.
So,
right.
So
just stay healthy.
As long as it's safe. Yeah. And
right.
Well, thank you so much, and take good care. And
thank you. It's always good to talk to you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Same to you, Char. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was a good one, Tony.
It was a good one.
Yeah, that's Darcy. Well, when she told everyone, I don't tell people who I read for, but she and her mom made an appointment right after. And, it's interesting because I've known her mom for 45 years, but I don't remember what I say in readings. I don't remember names. I don't remember anything. Once in a while I do. And if I do, I tell people.
Right.
But it's an honor and a privilege when people reach out to me, especially during their time of sorrow
Mm-hmm.
and when they've lost somebody. It makes me feel like family to these people.
Well, you do kind of bring. I mean, you have that not just a reading, but it's an emotional connection too. So
Mm-hmm.
I could see where you feel that way.
Yeah, yeah, it's really
Um,
special. So, who else do we have?
well, let's see. Um, Denise, 216 number. So let's see. Calling about post COVID.
Okay, Denise.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. You know me.
Oh,
Only
Denise.
by my spirit.
How are
Only
you?
by my spirit.
Wait.
Oh,
So
I've been better.
you've been better?
Yeah, I'm in a bad place.
How come?
I've had my cancer for the third time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I'm in the midst of
Stage.
chemo right now.
What stage are you in?
Well, it's a metastasis from the time before, so it's colon cancer in the lung.
Colon cancer, what?
In the lung, in my lung.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, so he said they can't cure me, but they can keep me, I guess,
Well, miracles do
alive.
happen. Wait, don't you?
Yeah,
You work with my sister, right?
I have. No, she read for me a couple of times. You've read for me a bunch of times.
I've read
I
for you,
drove up there. I met Nicole at the house.
Yeah, but did you do past life regression with my sister or therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, we believe in miracles. We do. And I also know that our thoughts and our attitude means so much. And maybe easy for me to say because I'm not going through everything you're going through, but the doctors say that 90% of the people in hospitals who are, maybe on the borderline of living or dying, that their attitude takes them to where they're going to go. So it sounds like to me you're more optimistic than not because you're working at surviving.
Yeah, I feel like either way, I'm going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Either I'm with God or I'm with Earth. So either way.
And you're a pure soul and you're a good person. So, we resonate in the spirit world with who and what we are. So we know that's a home run. And we know while you're here, you have good doctors who will help you out. And they didn't want to do an operation on the lung.
No, because they feel that because it metastasized, that it could be anywhere else. So they needed to treat my whole system with the chemo. And so it's like I wasn't sick until I got the chemo, and they make you sick. But
and are you
able? My good week.
Are you able to eat?
Yeah, that never seems to be a problem. Just a couple days. The first couple days when I get the treatment, it's hard, but they give me a lot of medication for nausea.
And do they suggest that you take the vaccination?
They did. Yeah, I'm supposed to take it Monday. Yeah, because I'm also then immune suppressed.
I had a feeling about that. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I
so they can cancer and COVID can fight over me. Stop.
Oh God. Oh my God. I love that you have a sense of humor about this. If not, you'll be crying. So you might as well find the humor in the part about whatever it is. So can I ask you something? Because I don't remember what I say when I read for people. I mean, I
Sure.
remember you, but I don't remember what I say. And I want to know if there's a J or M initial connected with you.
Jay.
Is it J?
I'm trying to think of an.
Is it J deceased?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Is that a male?
No,
It's a
not the
female?
one I'm thinking of.
Okay, is it?
Yeah.
Is there an N in her name or an O in it?
N.
Is it like Jean or Janet or Janice or Jacqueline?
Janet. Yeah.
Janet?
Janet.
Is that your mom?
Yeah.
Is that your mom?
Mother-in-law. Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. And she's deceased?
Yeah. Yes.
I think she's around.
Yes, she is.
I feel like she's around you.
Oh.
And where's her son?
With her.
He's deceased?
Yes.
And was that your husband?
Yes.
Wow. Well, I think with her. I mean, I think that they're both here with you. For some reason,
Oh, good.
she seems noisier than him. And is there an
Huh.
is there an R or B person or R or D?
Offhand, I can't think of.
That's okay.
D would be my dad's middle name. He liked that name.
What was it? Was his middle name spelled D-O or D-A?
A.
Like David or Daniel?
Daniel.
And he's deceased, your dad, right?
Yeah.
He's here too. Honestly,
Um,
you're going to have a huge celebration whenever it is you do go over there. I mean,
I really love to hear that because it's kind of scary.
yeah, but honey, you don't need to be scared. I'll tell you who needs to be scared. People who are not pure-hearted people who who live their life stealing or hurting other people or, not being compassionate, not being kind. So did you listen to CharVision the day that a girl called, I forgot her name, and her mother had a near-death experience, and she went to heaven, and it was euphoric, and she had never been more peaceful or happy in her whole life. And she saw angels and she recognized them, but she couldn't really say who they were, but she knew them. So they were probably her spirit guides and guardian angels. And then, I don't know, let's just say the girl's name was Donna, because I can't remember the girl's name exactly. So the spirit came to her and she was just so happy. And she said, "You need to go back. Your daughter Donna needs you." And she goes, "No, I don't want to go back." And she goes, "You have to go back because she needs you. You still have karma to fulfill." So she's proclaimed dead already on the operating table. Boom. They get her heart pumping again. She comes back to life, and she sees her daughter, and she doesn't talk to her daughter for 6 full weeks because she was so mad at her for taking her away.
Brought her back.
From that beautiful, euphoric, amazing time. So honestly,
it really isn't a picnic here at all, Being here on Earth isn't a picnic.
Well, yeah, it's a school, and we're here to learn, and it's hard. I mean, you've lost, your dad, you lost your husband. I mean, it's hard. I mean, the only thing that really matters is love. So when we cross over to the other side, the love is the bridge that connects us to the other side. So, you're very loved. And the only thing that I think between life and death is suffering. Like the thing we really don't want to do is suffer.
Right.
You know, that's the thing that we don't want to have happen. But when did I teach you about the white light and putting yourself in the white light and protecting yourself in the
Yes,
mirror?
not that I remember, but yeah, I should.
Well, I'm going to teach you something. As soon as you start getting fearful or negative, because thoughts create reality and thoughts are things, and we need to turn our fear to faith. So imagine that you're lit up like the sun and you are illuminating a blinding white light around you. And you're swirling those lights around like a tornado, and then you're putting yourself inside an egg and closing it up. I will get the egg. The shell of the egg is a mirror. So anything dark or negative coming at you is going to go back to where it came from.
Okay.
And you can just say, you know, whatever prayer that resonates with you. And you can, and then I have people say anything in, near, around, or about me that is not of light, go back to where you came from and turn to light if you choose, but stay away from me. But, excuse me, the white light in the mirrored egg will keep you protected because, you know, we live in a physical world and we live in an energetic world, and there's positive and negative energies in both. And the negative likes to play off of our fear. So we're not going to let that, let that happen around you. And I'm going to ask everybody right now to send you positive energy and prayers. So say your name out loud.
Denise.
Okay, everybody, let's send Denise positive healing. We've got some powerful Char visionaries. We've got a lot of powerful healers. We've got Sandy and Bernie.
It's a miracle, Char.
And Lynn, and we've got some powerful people, and Michael. We've got a lot of powerful people that watch this, and this is, you know, this is our community. This is our CharVision community, and the love that we have for each other is important. So we're gonna send a white and blue light around you because blue is healing, and around the colon and around your
lungs.
Thank you.
My lungs.
I forgot already. And I can tell the angels are really, really working hard for you. And don't you
this
ever,
is a miracle for me.
Whenever the time comes that you're going to cross over to the spirit world, do not be afraid. I promise you, your husband's going to be there. His mom, Jean's going to be there. Your dad's going to be there. And a bunch of other people. So,
good.
You know, the important thing is don't leave any stones unturned here. You know, have closure with the people you love.
Yeah. I even was thinking of, I make little flower arrangements. I was thinking of making arrangements, and if anybody comes, they can take one.
So
it's like giving flowers instead of receiving them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Maybe.
That's so beautiful. That's so wonderful. Well, you are welcome to call here anytime. Call next week.
Thank you.
We'll be here. You let us know how you're doing, and let me know if you're feeling any extra energy from all the love that everybody who's listening is sending you. Okay?
And thanks to anybody who prayed for me. I thank you.
God bless you. Always. Be well.
Thank you.
Okay,
thanks.
love you. Love
you.
You. Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, yeah, you know, we think we have problems till we see somebody else going through something like that.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and that's when you get humbled by other people's things that they're going through. So, yeah.
Their experiences. I mean,
what can you say?
You know, it's hard enough being well and waking up in the middle of the night on your own and wondering what's going on. You know, a lot of people are wondering where their next meal is going to come from, or
Mhm.
are they going to have enough money to go to the doctor or the dentist or whatever. I mean, that's why it's so important to wake up every morning with gratitude.
That's true.
Every morning, wake up with gratitude. Look at our cups half full, not half empty.
I mean, that's why I told my husband, I said, I choose not to eat 3 meals a day, where some people don't have a choice
Right.
that they
Right.
can't eat but one meal, and sometimes not even any food. So, I'm trying to lose weight, but
I'm
it's,
going to tell you what works.
what's that?
The 16-hour deal.
Oh, the 16-8. Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't eat for 16
in,
hours and then eat.
intermittent eating. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not skinny by any means, but I really gained weight over the COVID, especially because I have perfected my bread. I make the best Irish soda bread.
Oh, don't get
Oh,
me
I should
hungry
make
for
you
bread
some.
now.
Oh my God, it is so good with butter. Oh my God, it is so good. And I'm going to make it tomorrow, but I give it to my neighbors.
Mm.
So let them get fat.
There's nothing like hot bread out of the oven with butter melted. Oh,
There is nothing like it.
oh. I
And
said, why?
sometimes, right?
Why do they make the food that's the worst taste the best? It's
So
so
good.
good.
It's just so good. You know what? One of these days I'll bake some and I'll show it to you on camera.
Oh,
But
oh,
I really
sure.
should
Just tease me,
just bring you
tease me
some.
more.
I just don't know that I'll be able to bring it when I see you next Friday, but
That's okay.
I have a lot of stuff going on there, and I like to use my oven here. So
My pants fit just fine, thank you. I'm good.
so can we have a short break and
Yep.
then we'll come back and take more callers?
Sure. And break. Okay, we're
Okay.
back. Okay, no, we can take a quick break. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll take some more calls.
All right, thanks.
Hey, everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. People have been calling the office and texting and emailing. Do I do private sessions? Well, yes, I do. And I love reading for my clients. I do phone, Skype, FaceTime, and in person if we're in the same city. I also teach intuition. So if you have an interest in doing that, or if if you're interested in getting your family together and you want a group reading, I do those as well. So just call 248-909-2427, and I look forward to reading for you. Thanks.
And we are back.
So, Tony, you know what we didn't talk about
What's that? What's that?
last Friday night?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
The
You
root
guys,
ball.
yeah, I was on RuPaul. I think we talked about it last week, though, didn't we? I told people to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I just want to thank everybody for their emails and phone calls and social media connections. And wow, a lot of people watch that show.
Oh, there's tons. Yeah, we watched it. Like I said, we watch it every Friday. But I got to see. No, I didn't get to see Sunny.
No, Sunny wasn't invited.
Boo. But Char looked great, and you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. It was really fun. And I've never channeled a cow before. That was so funny.
It's like, can you move
Claire the
over?
cow. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for watching, and also for you guys that watch CharVision every Friday. You know, it means so much to me. I have to say, in May, I think it's going to be 6 years that we're doing this, Tony.
Oh my gosh, has it been 6 years?
6 years in May.
I was like 21 when we met.
Yeah, me too. But wow.
6 years, that's a long time.
Well, we started in 2015.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Well,
And
we make
so
a good team.
I would love to know how many shows we've done.
I can tell.
How do you tell?
Because I'm like the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, really? Are you behind that curtain?
Uh-huh. Don't pay attention to me, though.
Are you going to tell me now or are you going to tell me
I
later?
can tell you now. You
Okay.
have, actually, after today, it'll be 180.
180 shows?
That's what it says.
Wow. How come I thought it was more?
It probably
It
is.
looks like it's more.
That was
That's
my quick
great.
count.
180 shows is a lot of shows.
That's a lot of shows. Probably more than that. That was a quick count.
Well, because, well, whatever. I don't want to bore people, but let's talk about it off camera. But at least 180, which is great. So, do we have any other callers
We
calling?
do. We have Francis, 773.
Who is it?
Francis,
Francis.
773 says, what I think the world will be like post-pandemic.
Okay, let's talk about that because we haven't even really talked about it. Let's
Hello.
talk about it.
Hi.
Hi, Francis. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so well. Thank you so much for asking. It always lifts my spirits when I get to talk to all you guys from on CharVision and Tony. So, what do you think post-pandemic is going to be like?
The only thing I can really think is that we're going to be wearing masks for a long, long time to come.
I agree.
And
is it something you want to wear or you don't want to wear?
I'm fine with it. I'm all about taking as many precautions as we have to. We've been very, very careful.
I agree. So here's the thing, though. I don't know if I've said this on the show or not, but I used to be a little envious of people who would like go on airplanes and wear masks, and because I thought they're not going to get the person's cold. Like if I'm on an airplane and someone sneezes or coughs, I freak out. So I'm going to wear a mask and glasses so I don't get people's germs. I mean, how many people have really gotten a cold this year or the flu?
Yeah, nobody.
Think about it. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Like we used to see people in the airport, like especially Asian people in their culture, they wear the mask out of like a courtesy to protect others, and we always kind of thought that was a little weird. But now I think, my God, they've had the right idea all along. You know,
they totally have. I respect them so much. And so,
me too.
When do you think things will get back to normal? Kind of normal.
I don't know. I hope that, by the summer I can send my kids back to school without being too anxious. Hopefully by the fall we can travel, maybe fly. I don't know though.
Harvard did a study. And so I don't know if you saw this on Kelly and Ryan, if you watch that, but
I don't know. I do watch it sometimes.
Ryan said to Kelly, Harvard did a study and they think things will get kind of back to normal in 2022. And
really?
Kelly goes, she gets in a different position in her seat and she goes, well, intuitive medium CharMargolis, psychic Char said 2022 as well. And he said, well, when did she say that? Because he's kind of skeptical. And she said last year in March, like a year ago. And he goes, oh, well, that was a long time ago. And she goes, yeah. And she looks in the camera and she says, don't ask Harvard, ask Char.
Exactly. That's what I would do.
No, but I don't know everything. I mean, I don't know everything, but it was really sweet of her to even bring that up or say that. But I think it'll be more normal 2022. I'm not saying it'll be totally safe and protected and perfect, but I think it'll be more normal. But I do think there's another surge coming right now, which obviously there is in Michigan for sure.
Yeah. And, we were actually going to take a spring break trip there because it's not far for us. But then we heard the numbers were going higher and we canceled it.
It's so good you did. Where are you in Ohio?
No, Chicagoland.
Oh, you're in Chicago. Okay, so were you going to go like up north or to Michigan?
We were going to go to Holland.
Oh, Holland,
We
Michigan.
were going to go to Holland.
Yeah, it's very much like Holland over there, like the Netherlands. It's a beautiful little town.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's cute and it's not too far. But yeah, we just didn't feel right. Something told us to, we listened to our guts and we just canceled, and we feel a lot better about it.
that's so smart. That's so smart. But you live in Chicago, so you're near, what is it called? I forgot what it's called on Lake Michigan. You're in Indiana. What is that area called? There's some beautiful,
Oh, like the dunes, the Indiana dunes.
yeah, there's some beautiful things that you could drive to.
Yeah, we're thinking of just driving to some local places, even if we just go, do
Like
something outside. We have,
some day trips.
like outdoor. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I bet some outdoor day trips would be really fun, and pack a picnic, and and then the other thing is you're back in your own bed at night. I mean, there's nothing more
Yes,
special for me than to be in my own bed. I mean, I traveled so much
yes.
in my lifetime. I've been blessed with that, touch wood, but there's no place I'd rather, I don't care if it's a five-star hotel. I would much rather sleep in my bed with my pillow and my dog.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we won't miss our cat. We'll get to stay home with our cat, so we'll be happy with that.
Yeah, of course. Well, you can leave a cat for a couple days because of the litter box, right?
Well, I wouldn't. We were going to have someone stay with him, but
Well,
he'll be much happier to have us home.
of course you would. Of course you would. So what? So you're not sure. You're not sure when things will get back to a more normal.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping by the end of summer or
I,
fall, but I don't think
right.
I'll be comfortable eating inside a restaurant or anything for a long, long time, personally.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I think the end of August might be pretty safe. I don't know. I don't know. We don't really know. It depends on, there's different variants of this virus now. So
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah,
really.
and I heard that
Mhm.
I heard the UK variant is in Michigan now.
Yep. And California.
Yeah, mhm.
And
And we're only half vaccinated, so we don't want to take a chance. We've come this far.
thank God you're okay and your family's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Did you get your vaccine?
Not yet. Not yet.
Are you going to?
I am waiting to hear about more results of them. I mean, I will, but I'm waiting to
Okay.
see which is.
Uh-huh.
I kind of like that one and done, Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of
So
people
I'm
like that about it.
yeah, but I'm still waiting to figure it out. So meanwhile, I'm not seeing anybody except the dog.
Well, it's the best thing.
Yeah, I mean, I have Instacart, and I'm blessed because I get to work with my clients, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky, and I talk to my
Yeah.
sisters. I talk to my sisters on FaceTime and friends on Zoom, so it's okay. I'm yes, I miss people, but I think I was saying this last week that I have JOMO, and that means joy of missing out. I'm like, I'm fine not
Oh,
to
that's
go to
funny.
all the parties and all of this and all of that. I think most of the time, because a lot of times people don't just say, "Hi, how are you?" They go, "Hi, tell me something." And I go, "Oh, okay, I'm on the job again."
Yeah, they
Well,
always want something from you.
yeah, but I don't mind. I really don't mind, and I totally understand it. But to get the best out of my ability is to have a real reading, because you never,
Yeah.
it takes time. Anyway, it's so nice to talk to you. Thank you so much for calling. Do you have a question for me? I kind of think you did.
Yeah, I wondered if anybody was coming through.
Yeah, so I was getting an R or B initial, or
R.
is there an R or B deceased, or is there
I have R or B deceased. I can't think of any
you have an
deceased.
R or B living?
Yeah, I have some cousins and an uncle with an R or B,
Is there a
but
Robert
they're
or Bob?
living. Yeah.
Is there a Robert or Bob?
Yeah. Mhm.
Is he having a health issue?
You know, I don't know. You've said this to me before. I've called in before, and I can't figure out who it is.
And are you saying that I'm saying the same thing?
Yes, I've called in quite a few times, and you've said
Okay,
it to
well
me. Oh, probably like.
then it's maybe that cousin or Robert or Bob needs to watch their health. If I've said it more than once.
Yeah, there's one that I'm not in touch with, and I can't get a hold of him, and
That's
and
yeah. And also, is there an E or L?
yeah, there's an E.
Deceased?
Yes.
Is that a female? No, it's a male.
No.
Is it ED or E with an R in it?
ER.
Like Eric or Ernest?
Ernest.
Is that your dad?
No, grandfather.
Oh, granddad. Okay. I think he's around you.
Mhm.
And
That's crazy that you said granddad, because that's what we called him, granddad.
yeah, he's definitely around you.
He is the grandfather of the Robert also that I'm not in touch with.
They must just be concerned about him. Anyway, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Char. You take good care and stay safe.
Sweetie, you too. Enjoy your day trips.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, Tony, what do we have time?
We have time for a quick one.
Okay. Is there anybody who's gonna? I want somebody to tell me what they think of post-pandemic is.
Most people want readings. Yeah.
Well, that's a compliment.
Right. Well, we could do Irene. She said, "For I just think there are those of us who do need to wait for the vaccine."
Okay, let's hear Irene.
513 Irene. Come on, Irene.
Hi, Irene.
Hi, Char. I've been really down in the dumps lately because I've been told by my primary care, "Hey, hold off on this vaccine. You're very sensitive. You need to wait."
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of comforting to hear that you're also waiting and that you're doing just fine with that. So thank you for sharing that.
I am, and I actually even got something from one of my healers today about it. So I'm not God. I'm not saying it's horrible or bad or you're going to grow horns or anything like that. It's just that I am extremely sensitive as well, and I've had reactions to things. So I'm just waiting to see, which one is the best.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, and and thank you for sharing that because it makes me feel like I'm not so unique.
No,
and I appreciate that.
Well, listen, it's nice to feel that there's people who think like you do and that you're not alone, because all my neighbors went flying to Seattle and got their first one and came back and went back to Seattle and got their second shot. So
yeah, it's kind of a lonely feeling sometimes.
It is. It's kind of a lonely feeling, but also we want to be wise with our choices, and because there's so many new variants, I think in time they're going to know which vaccination would be better for what variant. So,
I agree.
So we'll stick together.
Well, I appreciate it, but my thinking is, okay, there are those of us who can and there are those of us who can't, but together, if we all still take care of each other, we're going to come through this okay.
I agree.
I think we will.
I agree. I'm positive we will. I think things will get back to kind of normal. I really do. I feel that the darkness is lifting for sure. Anyway, Irene,
Wonderful.
thank you so much for calling. I'm
Thank
so
you,
sorry
Char.
we've got to run, but call back.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All the
All
best.
right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. We'll see you next week in the studio. And take good care of yourselves. And remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Bye-bye.